Hello everybody, my name is Gabby. We are here with Hank. We have Hank wrapping up his first week of board and train here at Best Paw Forward. So we're gonna go through his weekly review and show you a little bit of what he's been working on this week and how he's doing with everything. So first thing we worked on is a little bit of attention, making sure he's able to focus on us, check in with us. So what we're gonna do right now is just mark with the word yes, and reward when he gives, or reinforce when he gives eye contact. So not really asking anything of him right now, just waiting for him to check in.
Yes.
Perfect. And then again, just marking, reinforcing. Good. Very nice. So the next thing we worked on is a little bit of basics. So once you have that attention, you can start working on some basics. So working on sit.
Stay.
He can sit with a verbal most of the time. If there is high distraction, then we do have to use that verbal and hand signal. He's able to stay while we take a few steps back, a couple steps to the side. We do have a little bit of a distraction in here today. We have another dog in the other room making a little bit of noise. But he was still able to go into that sit. Now he does get very excited. That's why we try to keep sessions short with him. This is going to be a little bit longer of a session since we're going through everything. So he's able to go into a down with a verbal and a hand signal.
Down. Yes.
Good.
Good boy.
We needed that lure there. Do we need a lure, Victoria, still? Yeah. Okay. So using that lure to get him into that down, and then rewarding when he's in that down, he is able to stay for a few steps back, a couple steps to the side. Oh, right there, he popped up. So we're not going to reward him for that. We're going to put him back into that down. We're going to try again.
Hank, stay.
Good. Maybe not push it as far. There we go.
Yes.
And then reward. Very nice. Good. He's a very sweet boy. Next thing we worked on, a little bit of leash. So one of the things he is here for is his leash. He gets a little bit excited. So starting in low distraction, working our way up. Starting inside, walking short distances back and forth.
Let's go.
He likes that place. He likes going on a place. Good. So starting off with high rate of reinforcement, especially with puppies in the beginning, just because leash is one of the more challenging things with puppies. You want to, again, make sure when you get him home, you're working on leash, you're keeping it short, you're starting inside your house, walking only about 20 feet back and forth in the beginning.
Let's go. Let's go. Good boy.
Good.
Let's go.
So again, we might have to use that high rate of reinforcement in the beginning and then start to phase it. He has a hard time finding the treat sometimes. So right there, he went to crisscross behind, so we're using a little bit of leash management to prevent him from doing so. We want to have him on either the left or the right. It does not matter which side, but you want to make sure you're picking that at the beginning of the session and sticking with it throughout. So again, if he does go to cross behind, cross in front, we're going to use a little bit of leash management to prevent him from doing so. Because once he gets bigger and he starts doing that, he could trip you up. So we want to make sure we are working on that now. Very nice attention right there. So he's doing really well with this. Next, we're going to show you a little bit of recall. We're going to take him off leash now.
Right now, he's not taking treats.
He's not taking treats. Okay. So right now he's not taking treats. So we're just going to use a little bit of a tension. We're going to get excited.
Hey, come.
Yeah, we're going to have him sit when he gets to us. Perfect, and then we can give him some pets. Very nice. Good, and then he's free to go run around a little bit.
Hey, come.
Yeah, very good. So you want to make it really fun, recall in the beginning. When you start off, you're going to start off like we started the other day. You're going to have him on leash. We've been doing this a little bit, so he's a little more used to it now. So we're able to take him off leash, call him, know that he's going to come back to us. So there he went to jump up. So we're going to, good, ask him for a different behavior. Give that reward. Very nice. Good boy. Good.
Good boy.
And it's a good thing with puppies to mix it up a little bit. So do a little bit of recall. Do a little bit of basics in between. You can mix it up and keep it interesting. You can do some treat tosses. Next thing we're going to show you is a little bit of appropriate play. So making sure he's able to play without jumping up.
Get it. Good boy.
Now we haven't done a video on this specifically, but we will next week at some point. So making sure he's able to play nicely, he's not jumping up on us.
Ready?
Good. So there, we actually traded him for another ball. So we had him drop that one he had in his mouth, and then we tossed that other ball as soon as that ball came out of his mouth. Good.
Yes, good boy, go get it.
So as long as he's not jumping up, as long as he's not mouthing us, we can toss that ball. And that's good. He's actually going back to place each time. We're gonna have him drop. We're gonna bounce that ball a little bit. And then once that comes out of his mouth, we're gonna mark with a yes, and we're gonna toss that other one.
Yes.
And that's why we actually play with two. He's sneaky. That's why we actually play with two identical toys, so that it's a little bit easier for him to drop. You can also get him to drop for food as well. But he's doing really well with this. Wrapping up, this has been a long session for him with a lot of different things, but he's doing a great job. You guys have any questions, let us know, and we will see you next week with Hank.